2 of Sausage Party Foodtopia. Look at that orange butthole.
And that is
Fucking-
beer. That is the sound of me opening beer number 9 today.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Cheers. Not beer, but an energy drink right here.
There you go.
Cheers. Cup looks invisible, drink looks invisible. Oh, this is nice. So, Sausage Party episode.
What the fuck is all I can say when I watch these episodes?
I know.
2 episodes in.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's. I'll say this. I will say this before we even go any further and dive any further and all that other shit. I forgot to smoke that. I do wish it was funnier. I do wish it was a little funnier because it has a lot. Like, there's parts in it. It does have funny parts in it, but like, it's not like a funny. It's not like a funny show all the way through. So far, I know we only watched 2 episodes. I watched like 3, I believe. I think I watched 1 or 2 more after with the wife before. I can't remember if it gets funny or not though, because
It's just ridiculously over the top. So sometimes I'm like, but there's still enough hysterical things that just that come out of nowhere that fucking crack me up.
Yeah,
that is
a lot of dad jokes.
I'll give it that. With the funny. There's not like it may not be funny all the way through, but when they have certain things that are funny, it does hit.
It's the one-liners that are catching me. Like the nightmare's just begun for you, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start with this episode. I love Michael Cera's character in this. Barry the sausage. It might be my favorite.
Lunatic. He's a lunatic.
He is my favorite character.
He's your favorite
just because he's insane and bloodthirsty. He wants to kill any human.
He just goes into a ninja assassin mode.
And
he got fucking Rambo. He got the thing around his head. He's like, let's go.
Because the first episode ended with them not knowing what rain was, and that kind of wiping out some of them. They see a human. So this episode, they're hunting the human. And
it's supposed to be a rescue.
Yep, they're hunting the human so they can ask him what the rain is.
Yeah.
And they use bath salts to communicate with the humans.
That's how the whole thing started in the movie.
It is, but just because I haven't watched the movie since we reviewed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while.
Like going back and how they brought that back with the show. It's hilarious and it just makes me think of Florida, honestly. But we know why.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, if this was real life, it would be in Florida.
Like Chris was saying, he opens up the episode with that, and the bath sauce to communicate with the humans. Here's the funny thing, though. Here's how they control the humans. Getting up in that ass. Literally.
The brain is in the butt.
Yeah. That shit was funny.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
He lubed up.
With a snail.
With a snail. This shit was funny. This is entertaining.
Leaps into the guy's
funny.
ass.
It's not hilarious all the way through, but like Chris said, the one-liners are funny. But this is entertaining.
Yeah, definitely entertaining.
It's like there'll be moments.
I'll definitely watch it.
There's moments where I'm like, I'm just kind of going along with it. Like, okay, but I know there's got to be some joke or one-liner that's coming that's just going to make me fucking crack up.
Yep.
So Barry jumping into the guys. This is how they control the humies, as they call them, by jumping into the ass and then pulling on his testicles to fucking get him to fight his friend.
Yeah, and finish off his friend as well.
Oh, we skipped. So they found the first human. I'm just gonna call people humies now. Whenever I'm just
humie.
Find him sitting by a campfire. They bath salt him. He starts going crazy, so he slices his Achilles. And he falls in fire.
He fucking burned to death.
Yep, fell right in the fire and burned to death.
What did he say when they were like, "Hey, we didn't get the answer we needed him"? I forgot what the Mike Cera's character said.
He's still alive. You can still ask him.
Yeah. That he was like, he's still sort of alive. You can still ask him questions.
Yep, and then he died like 2 seconds later.
Oh man, he's bloodthirsty. That dude, he's a maniac.
I mean, the funny thing is you get why though. Like literally, these big ass creatures over here just picking you guys up and eating you whenever the fuck.
Well, that's it. It's adrenaline. It's like a drug to him now. It's all adrenaline. Because his life is boring. This is action. This is like
Yep. He's Rambo. He's snapped.
Yeah.
After he got that first taste of blood, he was just like, "That's it. I want more and more and more."
There's that. There's the bagel that starts telling jokes. Was fucking one of my favorite things in this episode.
And I don't know if you noticed, the bagel is Jewish.
Oh yeah.
So it's a two-part of that because bagels are basically people considered Jewish.
Yep. It's like a Jewish,
and majority of comedians are Jewish. So it's like a double. It's like a double joke. Like a lot of Jewish people become comedians.
There's a lot of Jewish ones out there.
Jewish comedians.
Yeah.
But
so it's like it was fucking funny.
Just when he fucking stood up and went, "Cheesecake, you dense son of a bitch." We all cracked up on that one.
Because it came out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was like the more toned down character, and then it just fucking came out.
Well, then it turned into a roast. They're like, "Well, do me," and he got that drug feel. He was like, "I'm into showbiz."
My other favorite joke of his was what was it? Ever fuck a pair and wonder why there's only one?
Yeah, you ever get confused? Yeah.
Oh, that was great. That was one of my favorite moments of the episode.
These little fucking jokes, man. They're funny though. They get me. This is my type of shit. This is my comedy style. That's why I think I'm latching on. This is like something I would normally watch, even if without the pod.
I'm glad these are just like 25-minute episodes.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they can't be longer than that. No, you gotta do these in little bursts. It's kind of like Big Mouth. Same thing with Big Mouth. I had to like take pauses here and there.
I got to go back and watch that because I actually stopped watching that.
Big Mouth is crazy too.
A while back, you know what it was? I was watching it with the wife, and then I forgot why we stopped watching it, and then she didn't want to get back into it. So I'm like, I forgot where I stopped, so I'm going to start over eventually.
My wife won't even stay in the room. If I put that on, I have to turn it off if she's hanging out with me in the room. There's no way I will turn this on. She like, what the fuck is this?
I feel like Big Mouth is worse because it's people.
It's raunchy.
That's fair.
And this is food.
And it's by the way, they're young kids talking about periods, puberty.
Oh, and and there's
masturbation, everything.
Yep.
Human anatomy that comes to life. Yes.
Yeah, hormone monsters.
Yeah, it's a fun.
But this is straight up raunch. This is raunch comedy. Foodtopia.
And it's even less serious because it's food. It's just such an absurd concept.
Yep.
It really is like just food, just living in this city by themselves. Well, there's a few humies around, but
they're survivors.
And the fact that they track the first humie because of his shit. So they know which direction he's going.
Okay, that scene was funny too. He was like, "Oh, kiblet," because the corn.
Niblet.
He's like, "Yeah, niblet." He's like,
celery.
Oh, he was like doing rest in peace type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like he's like a cranberry or beet. I don't know. I don't care. He's like,
I do like how this episode, and I know it's easy because it's an animated show, but how it ended or how it started, where the last one ended, where
they continue on. Yeah, this is gonna be a story told. Show.
So I do like that it's at an actual, even though the story is ridiculous, there's an actual story being told.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a cool thing about it. Because there's a lot of animated shows that you watch, and every episode's different. It has nothing to do with the previous or the following episode. I do like that there's actual,
No, it definitely looks like they're stacking this episode on episode.
You know what they did? They were thinking about making a part 2. They were like, hey, what about if we just take that movie, cut it up, and just put it as a TV show?
That's the better way to go for this.
That's what they did.
I think so too. Because you can get more from it. I mean, we watched 2 so far. What was the first one was about 22 minutes. This one was about 25 minutes. You're gonna get more from these 8 episodes than you would from a movie.
Oh,
It'd be too much for a movie. It'd be too long of a damn movie.
Yeah, especially shoving all these one-liners and everything down your throat.
It wouldn't be. It would wear it out. It'd be like, all right, this is. But for the 22 to 25 minutes, it's good. And I do want to see more. Like I forgot a lot of the stuff I've already watched because it was just like a one watch through, high as shit.
Of course.
Oh, it's fun.
That's the best way to do it. I didn't finish it, but
I'm glad you found this. Actually, I did not know this existed. So
I think the wife found it. Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she found it and mentioned it to me. Like you should check this out. Or no, she said, "Do you want to watch it one of these nights?" And we put it on one night and watch a bunch of episodes, and then she was over it. Like 4 or 5 episodes, I think. I forgot how many we watched.
She's like, this was a mistake.
But then I'm like, you know what? I was like, I should talk to the guys and see if they want to review this. Or no, I think I said that either way. I was like, we can still watch it. And you guys said, yeah, and now we're here.
Yeah, here we are. The episode wraps this one leaves off where the hot dog and Bun find a tree house. She kills the kid. She said she killed the kid that was living
during the war. During the war.
She killed a young Hume.
So that was the movie. The war was the movie.
Yeah.
She's like, during the war, I came up here and killed a young one, like a young Hume. And I was like, oh shit.
And
they're
then
even throwing that in there. They're like, hey, we're killed kids too.
And then all the food just starts claiming their own properties, which I feel like if it was humans, I feel like that would be the same thing, honestly.
Yeah,
after like an apocalypse.
This is definitely like starting from scratch. This is politics. This is how the world would react if you take everything and everybody's like in a group and someone was like, you got to find your own thing. And everybody scatters and tries to like I would run the BJs. How many other people will think of BJs? All right.
Yeah. No, it really is where, or it really is like how people do that shit too. It's if you really think about it, because it's like they want to be so different from humans. From the first episode, they talk about how they want to be so different from humans and better. Hey, we can do what we want. We can have fun, this, that, and the third. But it's like as soon as shit hits the fan, as soon as they learn just a little bit of shit with the one building falling apart that you see in part 1 and in this episode, or sorry, in episode 1.
The store totally collapsed.
The grocery store is falling apart, collapsing in both episodes. The rainstorm from the first episode where a lot of food and stuff, a lot of food died, a lot of groceries died. Let's just say that.
Yep, anything that gets wet.
And so, so the Hume was important for the fact of just teaching them about all that shit, about the rain and stuff. So once they learned about that, the plan was to kill him, which I kind of ended off on that. They didn't do it or anything yet. They just kind of talked about it. So yeah, like I said, the story aspect is as I guess you could say as silly as the show is, it does have a story.
Yeah.
Where within the story it makes sense. In a weird fucking way, it makes sense because you're like, all right, the food's alive. Fuck it. The food's alive. It can do what it has to do, whatever. How is it alive after the animal that it came from was killed? I have no clue. But it is. And it don't matter why. But no, it is.
Yeah, and the food is so basically the food is learning. The first goal was we didn't want to be eaten anymore. They beat that goal, but now we don't know how the real world is outside of this store. So now they're learning. They have to learn survival.
They're gonna have to keep this Hume that Barry is taking over.
I think they are. I think that's what's going to end up is happening. Instead of him killing them, we're going to keep him for information.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Since Gum died in the first episode, you have to.
I forgot about Gum.
Yeah. No Gum.
It was the only thing.
Shit. Food. Those shit's hilarious.
Old as shit.
Gum.
Back to the them like taking their own places was all because of Big Butthole Orange.
The bully.
Kiss my beautiful butthole.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the Orange is acting like the main villain type powerhouse, like don't fuck with me. He got that chain of teeth around him that he stole from the rice when they got flooded.
when I'm watching that part where the orange takes that spot, I'm like, yo, there's bad food there, just standing around, food and drinks, everything. Yo, why didn't they
I
just
know.
jump?
Yes, yeah, no. Whoop his ass.
Yeah, it's the whole fucking crowd against one. But he plants the seed that sets everybody off.
Yep.
To do it.
They
like,
go,
hey,
I can
mine,
do it too. Yeah.
And literally everybody does it. Everybody starts doing all the bigger product. All the
and
bigger
even
product.
if you notice, people were taking stuff instead of sitting there thinking like who needs what. Like the cold stuff needs stuff with refrigerators. The box of cereal took over a store that has coolers. It don't need coolers. So now the eggs and everything have to scatter and try to find something that has refrigeration.
Coolers, refrigeration, the ice cream, all that.
They're not working together. They're all on their own. Like
that's the same thing that would happen. Well, it's the same thing that would happen to human society.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Everyone's an asshole.
If this went down, how many people would have thought automatically go take over a BJ's?
Yep. Everyone for themselves.
A lot of people would, but the thing is instead of like, hey, let's just all team up and just
that don't work. You ever watch Walking Dead?
Oh, I know.
That don't work.
Not even that, yo. Not even that.
Are you kidding me? We couldn't even buy toilet paper in reasonable amounts for the pandemic.
Exactly. Perfect example. Thank you. Perfect example.
There you go.
Us humans are doomed.
Anytime that there's threats of like a crazy ass thunderstorm or a crazy ass snowstorm, what do people do? They go to the grocery store and buy up a bunch of water and bullshit that they know they're not going to use or go through with that fucking one-day storm. Same thing with the fucking pandemic. I'm sure people are still wiping their ass with that toilet paper they bought in 2020. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Like, just if you don't change your regular habits, it's not gonna. The stores are gonna be fine.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think that's the people just.
I know they act like
I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm just saying, just in general, it's like, oh my god, we're not gonna be able to get out of the house to get bottled water because of this storm. I'm like, how often do you guys usually get bottled water? How much bottled water do you go through? There's this thing called the sink that's in.
Yeah, water's still running.
Water. Yeah. Or fuck it, go melt some damn snow.
I said the same thing about this toilet paper. I was like, you run out of toilet paper for one, go old school for poor people, use a sock. If you don't want to do that, go toilet to shower. Do a dump and jump.
There you go.
That's a bidet. Install a bidet. Put a hose right there.
There you go. Run it to the house.
I got to go to work just to go someplace that has toilet paper.
Yeah, they act like the world ended.
But crazy. To tie back into Sausage Party,
it's how they work.
They're starting to act like people.
Yeah,
and that's what this show is about. I think they're showing how people will act if this ever went down like this.
There's a mirror there for sure.
Yeah,
of course. But it's funny because it's fucking hot dogs and bread and shit.
Oh yeah, it's just ridiculously absurd.
And the best thing, I love how they paired up that who are dating is a hot dog in the hot dog bun. Oh, I think that's pretty funny.
I was just when they were looking out the window talking about, and she goes, "You can quote me on this. I think everything's perfect now," or something like that. And they go to kiss. I thought he was gonna open the bun and just insert himself. That's what I was instead of actually
would have been
kissing.
Hilarious.
I thought he was gonna do that too.
That would have been hilarious.
Hey, you got to christen a new house. It's tradition.
Yeah,
tradition. Hey, I'm sure they'll be fucking.
That's how you celebrate after you murder a young Yumi and take their residence.
Take their residence.
It was a tree house. It's wild.
Oh man, that show.
The show is just. It's crazy. I'm just glad they toned down like the million orgies. Like it wasn't non-stop sex this episode.
Well, the first episode was a celebration of life after war.
Yeah, true. Now it's more serious. The less fucking. They're not as horny right now. They're panicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're panicking. They're scared. They're mad. They got to survive.
Like even at the beginning,
now they're all happy and shit. Now they're good. They're
Mike
happy.
Sarah's character was dragging the jelly donut, trying to help him like survive. Just all the jelly just dripping out.
How much jelly did he lose?
Yeah, so just a stupid shit.
Oh my gosh! I can't wait for more. I really can't wait for more.
I'm definitely curious to see where this is going.
It's fitting.
As of right now, you think there will be a season 2 of the show? You think Prime will put out another season?
I don't. I have to wait and see about where this goes.
I was gonna say I gotta see where it goes. Maybe, but
I know. Right now, I'm thinking this won't need a season 2.
You think a lot of so you think this will pull a lot of a big audience? I'm saying.
Oh no.
Nah.
Yeah, so it might be in trouble.
Honestly, I feel like this would have probably pulled a bigger audience, and I could be wrong, but this would have probably pulled a bigger audience if it was like closer to around the movie came out, maybe even a year or two later. What year did this movie come out? 2016.
Yeah, right.
The movie came out. So, and we're in 2024 now, so that's 8 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. First, I mean, because it's something like this to where it's like it wasn't. Yes, the movie was funny, but it wasn't that like hilarious shit you have to go back to and watch.
Yeah, agreed.
So if this show came out in 2017, 2018, it may have done better. It may have been like it wasn't even you guys didn't even know about it. You know what I mean? So it would have been promoted better to where people are like, yo, you got to, you know what I mean? Check out Sausage Party. It would have been flooded on Facebook and all that other shit and social medias.
You need a special sense of humor to even enjoy this.
Yes.
Agreed. But
you gotta be a little broken inside like me.
Even still, though, if this comes out a year later, even maybe even the same year, and if it's just an 8-episode kind of cutoff, you know what I mean, like a little 8-episode season thing, maybe they'll get a season 2 out of it. I don't know, but I think it would have done better. I think it would have been more
find out.
Conversation. But yeah, we will find out if there's gonna be more
we
seasons.
Will. Right now, I'm thinking they considered a second movie and couldn't pull it together, and doing it as a show worked better for them.
Exactly, I thought the same thing.
I can see that, and I honestly, I could also just see them just looking out like, okay, so we've seen that they're making a TV series instead of another movie. They're making a TV series instead of another movie, and it's successful. Like look at Chucky, for example. I think it's on season 3. I think they're going for season 4 next.
Or it's going for 4. Yep.
The thing about this is, like, we watched the movie. That an hour and a half of this to take at one time is a fucking lot.
Yeah,
like, of nonstop raunch and stuff like that. Taking this in like 22 minutes.
I can do it,
but
because it's my style. But I get afterwards.
But it's still.
I couldn't do that again right now. I wouldn't put that like.
Doing this in 22-minute increments. It's a lot easier to take. Yeah. Where you're not bored throughout it.
You get that little 22 minutes of raunchy comedy, then your brain can reset for the day until you go watch it.
I think this is the better medium for it.
Yeah.
That's fair to say.
Yeah.
That is fair to say.
Are we gonna rate this bad boy?
Yes.
I forgot what I gave the first episode.
Yeah, let me pull that up really quick.
I know the first episode was insane.
Oh, it was shit. Insane in the membrane.
I don't know if
I'll give it first episode a 7. 7s.
Okay.
I'll give this one a 6.
6?
I'm with you. I mean, it's moving on with the story. It's not as crazy as the first one, like raunchy, but the first one just had too many fired off jokes and visuals that made me laugh more than this episode.
It did. This one had more specific things that I can remember, though, like controlling the guy by jumping in his ass and pulling his nuts.
Yeah,
the bagel telling jokes.
Yep.
I gave this one a 6 as well. I'm with you guys on this.
But Mike Cera's character is the best in this thing.
He is my favorite character so far.
And then the second place is the bagel.
I'm thinking the same. I think
I like the bagel's attitude. I like his depressed attitude. He's depressed. He's like, why am I sure I get out of here? He's like hiding in like a bagel, like the bread bin or something, wherever the hell he's in.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm just gonna stay here. But no, good.
What happened?
Can't wait for episode 3.
I know. Like episode 3. Actually, episode 3, there's gonna be some funny shit. There's gonna be some wild shit in episode 3. I do remember bits and pieces of it.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, I can't wait for episode 3 either.
Okay.
It's a week away, people, but we'll be here, and I hope you are too. Shit, I got nothing else to say about this episode.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're good.
Wrap this one up.
Ready for the next one, and
Ready for
thanks for popping by, people. Pop on to the next one, and we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.